We welcome you to Ozark Christian College in Joplin, Missouri. It's day 3 of the 2016 ACCA Women's Tournament. This is semifinal number 2. It's the 3 and 2 seeds. The 3 seed Emmaus Lady Eagles at 23 and 5, and the 2 seed Arlington Baptist at 19 and 5. As you can see there on your screens, it's Hillsdale booking their 5th straight trip to the national championship game. Will Arlington join them once again for the 3rd straight year? Let's find out as we get to the starters for Emmaus, the 3 seed out of Dubuque, Iowa. Head coach Kyle Graw in his 3rd season starting this way at one guard. Nakia Kimball, a sophomore 5'4" from Dubuque. At another guard, number 23, Marissa Kurtula, a freshman 5'7" from Helena, Montana. Number 24, Madison Leib, sophomore 5'7" from Ankeny, Iowa. Number 25, Rachel West, a sophomore 5'8" from Remsen, Iowa. Number 32, Shelby Hembra, a freshman 6 foot from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Now the starters for Christy and Cliff McDaniels and the Arlington Baptist Patriots, who are 19 and 5 on the season, winning their opening round game over AFLBS 131-56. So McDaniels will start this way at one guard. It's number 5, Morgan Hale, senior 5'6" from Arkansas Pax, Texas. At another guard, number 20, Tori Wise, junior 5'4" from LaPorte, Texas. And number 22, Hannah McGoy, a senior from Sunray, Texas, up front for the Patriots. Number 21, Jade Johnson, senior 5'8" from Houston. And number 23, Elaine Herrera, a senior 5'6" from Midland, Texas. This is an Arlington Baptist team that averages 99 points. Buckle up. Going up against this tough defense for Emmaus that averages 54.5. And I saw something interesting on Twitter. Madison Leib and one of the other players tweeting that they've been preparing for this game all year long since the first practice. As they get on the board first, it's Kurtula into the forecourt now. Patriots, McGoy, it's swung over to Hale. Hale driving and scoring. Morgan Hale, what a senior season for her, 15.1 points per ball game. West can't get it to go, follows her shot, throws it up, looking to draw the foul, doesn't get one, and it's tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Lady Eagles. So we're even at 2, just underway in the first quarter, 2nd semifinal for the ladies. If you're a Patriots fan, it's going to be a good night for you because we're going to have the Arlington men taking on Dallas Christian coming up 10 minutes after this one is done. Tori Wise, step back 3. That's money. Tori Wise on the season, 33% from behind the arc. 5 quick points for Arlington. So the Emmaus players have been working on this one all year, hoping to have a chance to take down the defending national champs as Jade Johnson traveled, trying to get the steal, unable to pick up her dribble. So it'll be Kurtula to inbound, left of the bucket. And we talked about the players using that hashtag. You can too. ACCA Hoops on Twitter. Tweet at us. Let us know where you're watching from. Patriots Nation is always in full force during these ones. Patriots, the defending champs, won last year in the ACCA and NCCAA. Live from downtown, yes. What do you do when you're given the opportunity to beat the best? Madison Leib tweeting out they've been ready for it. She hits her first. Driving in is Hale. This is Wise, back to Hale. Hale with another bucket, 7-5. Emmaus came in allowing, as I mentioned, 54.5 points per ball game. But they're 10-0 when they shoot 40% or better. So if this does turn into a track meet, Emmaus has to hold off these long runs. That's the big key in a game like this, and not turn the basketball over like they did right there. This is a record season for Emmaus, first in a couple of decades where they've won over 20 games. We talked about it in the opening round victory over Ozark as the foul is called and Wise is hit. The job that Kyle Graw has done building this program up. So Tori Wise goes to the line. First foul in the game belongs to Madison Leib. Tori Wise, 77% free throw shooter, nails the first one. This is an Emmaus team that allowed less than 60 points 14 times this season. 1 out of 2 at the line for Tori Wise, the junior. So it's a different look Patriots team from the one we saw last year as West connects on a 3. And Emmaus is hot at the start. We're even at 8 in transition. Jade Johnson. Johnson backing down her defender and scoring over Hembra. Can I just say, the last 4 years watching Jade Johnson play, I feel like I should give some money back. What a pleasure it's been watching her play. She transferred, I believe, from a D1 school. Not sure if she played basketball, but she's got D1 ability. Kurtula, her second bucket, as we're even at 10 apiece. Here's Johnson again. Brings it out. Driving in, floating it up, Tori Wise. These teams can't miss right now. 12-10. Inbound deflected. Nakia Kimball running the floor. Throws it full court, Kurtula. Kimball out deep. A screen and roll, Hembra, and Hembra is grabbed by Johnson. Looking for some help. Luckily, it was deflected. Kurtula was running out of time. Kurtula skies it. West between the circles. Gets it to Kimball, who takes it to the same spot. Kimball. Here's Hembra left of the lane. Parries the jumper. The Lady Eagles going toe-to-toe with the Patriots right now. Herrera into the forecourt. Here's McGoy. Swings to Hale. McGoy. Herrera kicks it out to Hale. Hale had it poked away, stays with it, and scores. Are you kidding me? Morgan Hale, 50% from the field. Who's going to miss a shot? Somebody's got to eventually. Both teams scorching at the outset. Hembra in the lane. Hembra so good. That footwork by Hembra is a thing of beauty as she ties us up at 14. We're not even at the midway point of the quarter. Floater finally. Somebody misses. That's Herrera. Emmaus closed the season with a loss against a tough NAIA team as Hembra puts it up. Can't get that one to go. Wise the rebound. Prior to that, they won 16 straight, playing well in March. So key. Jade Johnson and a blocking foul on Hembra. The other thing you're going to have to think about here is foul trouble. So far, it's been a pretty clean game, but Hembra's got one and Leib has one. Herrera, Jade Johnson open. Can't get it back at the rim. Rebound controlled by Kurtula. Lady Eagles, Dubuque, Iowa. Oh, full court. Nobody's on Hembra. And an easy bucket. That was all-star game defense right there by the Patriots. Hale, top of the key. Driving on Kurtula. Here's Jade Johnson. Nifty fake and footwork by Jade to get two more. And we're tied at 16. Jade Johnson against Shelby Hembra. I'll take that a few more times, please. Another bucket, a 3 that time for Emmaus as they take a 3-point lead. Wise directing traffic, looking for a screen. Kicks it out. Over in the corner, Hannah McGoy from downtown. We are tied at 19. A blazing start in this semifinal. Into the forecourt, it's Kimball. Kimball doubled up, throws it away. Good defense by Johnson to get in front of Hembra. Johnson coast to coast and draws the foul. So Jay Johnson goes to the line, 73%. First team All-American, 19.4 points per ball game, 7.5 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 1.6 steals as she misses the front end. And we're going to get a timeout. Timeout on the court. Catch your breath back at home. I'm going to do the same. We'll come back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you here in Joplin. A blistering start for both teams as we're tied at 19. There's how you can chat with us on Twitter. My Twitter buddy and official Arlington Baptist Twitter spokesperson, Rod Reed, is on Twitter already. Feel free to join in the conversation. Keep Rod and me company. Jay Johnson looking to get 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe now out of this timeout and give the Lady Patriots the lead back. She cannot. Rebound controlled by Hembra. Some trapping pressure being shown. Moniqua Smith has come on, the freshman from Fort Worth for the Patriots. Diamond Martinez also out there, the sophomore. Martinez played well in this tournament off the bench. Here's a 3, live, yes! She's having fun out there. Her second 3-pointer, Tori Wise in transition. My goodness. First team to 110. Let's just do that. Into the forecourt, Kurtula, and lost it out of bounds. So a turnover gives the ball back to Arlington. They trail by 1. It looks like Johnson's going to go to the bench as we'll set the 5. Hannah McGoy, Morgan Hale. Moniqua Smith, also Wise on the court with Martinez. Here's Wise driving, can't get the roll, tip for the rebound. Smith comes up with it and scores, and Arlington goes back up by 1. Full court press being shown, and we've got a foul on Smith before the inbound. That's 2 now on Arlington, 3 here on Emmaus in the opening quarter. This full court press being shown. Kurtula able to bring it into the front court. Having trouble with the dribble, doubled up and called for steps. So the ball goes back to Arlington. This is what you have to avoid if you're Emmaus, these back-to-back turnovers here. Kurtula comes out. And Allie Howard checking in for the first time for the Lady Eagles. Martinez strong to the bucket. Too strong off the glass, though, and Hembra collects the rebound. Hembra averages about 16 and 12 per ball game. Kimball Underneath, Hembra. Hembra using her size to put Emmaus back up. That's the key for Emmaus. If Emmaus can beat this press, Arlington doesn't have the size that they had last year. Now a turnover. Leib gets it back, scores, and Emmaus leads by 3. Rosalind Thorpe graduated last year. She was 6'5", I believe. Nobody on Arlington is over 5'8". A big three-pointer, though, ties us up at 26. Underneath, couple of fakes. West puts it up. Emmaus leads by 2. Martinez strong to the bucket. Oh, answers right back. I like this one. I got a big old smile on my face. We're going up and down tonight. Leib pass deflected. Kimball comes up with it. Cuts it to Hembra, who scores. 30-28. Quarter's still not over. We're on pace for a 120-point game. Smith threw it away. Good defense by Howard. Kimball skies it for West. Into the forecourt, it's Leib. Kyle Graw pleading for patience over near us as the Lady Eagles will run the offense. West. Leib for 3. Not that time. And it's thrown off of, oh no, they say the Arlington player that was Hale was out of bounds, so we're going to stay on this end of the court. Jay Johnson, Elaine Herrera checking back in for Arlington, and Kurtula returns. And checking in for the first time is Aaron Edmondson for Emmaus. Ball deflected, it's a steal. Smith brings it into the forecourt. Smith lays it up and in. Kurtula, 4 seconds. Leib called for the offensive foul as Smith took the charge. So 2 seconds left to work with, which is an eternity in this game. At the buzzer, it's Wise, too strong off the glass, and a wild first 10 minutes comes to an end. 30-30 in the semifinal. We'll be right back. Folks, there's how you can order a copy of this one. It might be history in the making. Not sure what the record is for points, but we're on our way to blowing past whatever it was. Hiroshima, glad to be back with you here in Joplin. 65% shooting for Arlington, 72% shooting for Emmaus. Emmaus, 2 players in double figures already. Leib has 11, Hembra has 10. And it's been Hembra's size that has been her biggest asset. Meanwhile, balanced attack for Arlington, 8 points for Tori Wise, 6 for Morgan Hale. Jay Johnson puts a couple in there to put Arlington back up 32-30. Here's what you have to watch for this second quarter. Emmaus can't take their foot off the wheel. Arlington is used to playing like this. Emmaus is not. They average 67 per ball game. Live for three, no. Hembra, the rebound. Kicks it out. West thought about it. Instead, over to Kimball. Hi to Brandy, who's on Twitter as well, another Arlington fan, tweeting at us. Proud of the seniors. Kimball can't get that one to go. Rebound controlled by Wise. Throw out to Smith. Yes. 34-30. Inbound to Kimball. Kimball doubled up. Able to get out of it, though. What a heady point guard she's been. Not panicking or turning the ball over. She has played so well for Emmaus here in the early going of this ball game. Hembra. 9 to shoot now. West with 5 to shoot. Hembra's going to have to shoot it from downtown. Can't get it to go. Jay Johnson, the rebound, throws full court. Herrera has to chase it down in the corner. Step back three. Yes! Emmaus has to get a bucket here. Arlington can smell a big run. Leib doubled up. Leib in danger. Just kept that pivot foot down a little bit so it wasn't a walk. Kurtula. Got to get it into Hembra if they can, or get an open look for Leib. Hembra's got several inches on Jay Johnson, but a mistake there as it goes off of West out of bounds. Coming back, Allie Howard returning. Nakia Kimball, a deserved breather. Wise, cut off at the free throw stripe. Deep three by Herrera, around the rim, no. Hembra, the rebound, fell down but able to keep it. Leib doubled up. Leib had her pocket picked, but it goes out of bounds. So you can see the Lady Eagles starting to wear a little bit, this press. The officials are talking about something. Might be shot clock related. Right now it's at 20. So they're going to change it to 21. So they're just basically going to add a second to both the game clock and shot clock as Edmondson coming in. Kurtula comes out. Kyle Graw doing a nice job shuffling people in, get some fresh bodies out there as we go up and down. West. Leib doubled up. Able to get it to Howard. Cross court to West. West for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Arlington. I believe it was Wise. It is. That was full court to Gonzalez for three, and she hits it. 10 straight to start the second quarter for Arlington. Leib, full court, Hembra. West short on that shot. And Hembra tries to take the ball away. She is called for a foul, so a 10-0 run for Arlington, 40-30. We are 3 minutes and 1 second into this second quarter. Zeta Gonzalez on for the first time. You saw her hit that jumper before. Smith drives in, an easy two, and it's a 12-0 run. That was blocked by Herrera, and then Howard didn't get out of the way. She was out of bounds, touched it, and that's another turnover. So Herrera to throw it in. Off the turnover, it's Smith left of the lane. No, followed the shot. A rocket pass. Gonzalez able to gather and score. This Arlington team is something else. It's almost not fair. Hembra into the forecourt. Look for Leib and Hembra. They need to end this run. Howard, no good. And it's got to come from those two players. They have to take charge on the offensive end. Tori Wise for three. Short on that one. Leib collects the rebound. Leib will bring it up. Trapped. Gets it to Hembra. Hembra's got to go to the hoop. Edmondson thought about it. Looking for some help, able to get it to Howard. Here's a three by Leib. Yes! Leib's shooting is going to be paramount here today if her team's able to come back. They need to get some stops on this end, though. String a few together. Smith, strong to the bucket. She's played well since coming in. Can't get the bucket. Jade Johnson is fouled on her way up on the second chance opportunity. Johnson 0 for 2 from the charity stripe so far today, 73% during the season. And that free throw goes in and out. Johnson's a good free throw shooter, but she always seems to struggle in this gym from the charity stripe. Bunch of bodies shuffling in and out. Nakia Kimball back out there. Kurtula returns for Emmaus. They're out on the court with West Edmondson, and now Hope Brown has come on for the first time. So Kyle Graw digging deep into his bench. 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe for Johnson. So Johnson out on the court with Gonzalez, Hale, McGoy, and Herrera. That's the 5 for the Patriots as both teams made a flurry of subs there. Near the midway point of this second quarter. It's West for 3. Yes! So a 6-1 burst cuts the Arlington lead to single digits. Herrera for 3. In and out. Johnson the rebound, and she's fouled again. So Jade Johnson will go back to the line. The foul was called on Kimball. That's her second. 3 team fouls on Emmaus. None yet for Arlington. Johnson good on the first one. Madison Leib's rest was enough to get some water, and that's it. And Hope Brown will come back out. 2 out of 2 for Arlington. The lead is 11 again. Shelby Hembra will get a short break as well. The inbound stolen by Johnson, who lays it up and in. Arlington's press. Leib throws it to West. Looking for the cutter, Kurtula misplayed it. It comes to Leib, the jumper off the back of the rim. Tip for the rebound. It's controlled by Hale for Arlington. Bounce pass to Herrera. Skies it for McGoy. Corner 3. Yes! Arlington breaks the 50-point mark with 4:16 to go in the quarter. It's a 22-6 second quarter for Arlington. Kimball too high for Kurtula, and Emmaus needs a timeout right now. It's going to be Shelby Hembra who checks back in, and we will get a timeout by the Lady Eagles. So we'll step aside. Arlington starting to pull away here in a high-scoring semifinal. We'll be back. (52-36) is the correct score. The scoreboard has been getting stuck every so often, so if it looks a little bit off from time to time, Just listen to what I tell you. I will have the right score. Out of the timeout, Arlington with the basketball. It's Hale bearing a three, and Arlington cannot miss in this ball game. 55-36, the lead at 19. Emmaus stuck with them early, but this press is starting to get to them. Gonzalez off the turnover. Floater no good. Hembra the rebound. West. Here's Kimball now. They had luck when they were going inside to Hembra. Here's a three by West, no good. And that's going to go out of bounds. They have not gone to Hembra on the inside at all in this quarter. So the ball goes out of bounds back to Arlington. Winner of this game plays Hillsdale in the championship. The loser will go to the third place game and play a tough Rama team. That'll be tomorrow. Third place game at 12:15, championship game at 4 o'clock. And we'll have them for you here at OCC. Hale on the right wing, looking for Johnson. Instead, it's Herrera. Now McGoy in the corner. Back to Herrera. Herrera, catch and shoot three. Oh, my. They cannot miss. As a team, they shoot 35% from three-point range, but they have brought it here today. And another steal by Gonzalez. Gonzalez, 3 steals per game. Hale buries another 3. And the lead is 25 in a blink of an eye. This is a team in Arlington that averages 18.4 steals per game. One of the reasons why they average nearly 100 points per ball game. They had a steal there, but Kurtula gets it right back. Here's Kimball up top. And looks like we've got a foul called on Arlington. That's just their first here in the quarter. Sub for Emmaus. Allie Howard comes in as Kurtula will come out. Inbound goes to West. West is doubled up. Ball deflected, taken away by Gonzalez. Throws full court. Herrera hands it off. Hale counted in the foul. 63-36. And a chance for an old school three-point play from Morgan Hale. Edmondson coming in now as Kimball will come out. Emmaus had 7 turnovers in the first quarter. Were able to overcome it because they shot over 70%, but they've cooled off and have more turnovers now. There's another steal and a layup by Herrera, as this one is getting ridiculous. Jade Johnson, yes. The lead is 31. It's a 37-6 second quarter. Leib can't get it to go. Jade Johnson the rebound. Here come the Patriots. Arlington, Jade Johnson, the offensive foul. A mercy call, if nothing else, by the officials who take pity on the Lady Eagles right now. Diamond Martinez returns as Johnson comes out after picking up her second. Home run ball by Howard to Leib. Leib strong to the bucket, can't get the shot. Gonzalez the rebound. Over in the corner, it's McGoy, yes! 4-3, and the basket's good, and I think we have a foul underneath away from the ball. 70 first half points for Arlington. Kurtula comes in. Leib comes out. I believe the foul was on the Patriots. It was on Morgan Hale, her first, as we have a reach on the inbound. I thought it was crazy that Arlington scored 131 in the opening round game. They're on pace to blow past that. Howard, Hembra, doubled up, able to get it across midcourt. Remember, there's no 10 seconds in women's basketball. Hembra, yes, and the foul. That ends a long scoring drought for Emmaus. And that's what was working in the first quarter for Emmaus when they were able to get it inside. Hembra's 6 foot. The closest player to her in terms of size for Arlington is Jade Johnson at 5'8". Easier said than done, though, sitting here. As Herrera picks up her second foul. She'll come out. Tori Wise comes back in. Three-point play is complete, 70-39. Nearing the 1 minute mark. Hale driving in, and is it a block? Yes. So a blocking, or correction, they called an offensive foul. Couldn't tell by the hand gesture. Smith comes in. Hale comes out. Hale picks up her second. That's the 5th team foul for Arlington because it was offensive. There's no free throws for Emmaus, but Emmaus is in the bonus if they can get to the line here. Thrown into Hembra. Hembra to the cutter, Kurtula. Back out to Howard, and Howard is called for steps. (70-39) with 48.5 seconds left to go until halftime. Let's all take a break at halftime and marvel at what we've seen here from Arlington. Wise, right to the bucket. Again, the full court press, West. To Howard. Howard called for steps. So another turnover. It'll be interesting to see the first half numbers, but Emmaus has to be approaching 20 of those turnovers by now. They had 7 in the first quarter. The first quarter, if you were just joining us, was blistering. It was 30-30. You could do the math and see what Arlington's done in the second quarter, though, as the press has just stifled the Lady Eagles. So the shot clock off. Wise, strong to the bucket, lays it up and in. 74-39. 3 seconds left. Kurtula will not get a shot off, and Arlington is rolling on their way to the championship game and yet another showdown with Hillsdale. 74-39 as we go to the half. We'll take a break for 15 minutes, come back, bring you the second half after this. Start of the third quarter, 74-39 Arlington Baptist. Patriots Nation, you know I love y'all. I love everybody down there in Texas. I hope you all know how spoiled you are with this basketball team. That was something to see in that first half. 68% shooting. I mean, Emmaus shot 52%, and they're down by 25 points, or 35 points, excuse me. Here's West, catch and shoot three. Can't get it to go. Jay Johnson tips the ball. Hembra cleans it up, though. First points of the second half to the Lady Eagles. Lady Eagles led by Leib, who's got 14. Hembra has 13. 4 players in double figures for Arlington. Morgan Hale, 14. Herrera has 13. Wise with 12. Jay Johnson with 11. Rebounding is actually in favor of Emmaus, 11-9. But Emmaus with 19 turnovers, 9 steals for Arlington. That's about their average, as they average about 18 per game. 6 to shoot now for Leib. Yes, on the rainbow three. Hale. Herrera. Over in the corner, the three by Wise, no good. Rebound controlled by Hembra. Ball poked away as Gonzalez gets the start. So same starters in this second half for Emmaus. It's Kimball, Kurtula, Leib, West, and Hembra. 5 on the floor right now for Arlington. Again, Zeta Gonzalez getting the start in the backcourt with Herrera. It's Hale. It's Wise and Jay Johnson. Kimball on the left wing. West for 3. Short on that one. Johnson, the rebound. Johnson drives to the bucket and puts it too strong off the glass, but she's fouled, so Johnson will go to the free throw stripe. What I like a lot about Arlington, you talk about offensive spacing a lot, but there's defensive spacing as well. One of the reasons why they get every loose ball is they're able to find the right lanes defensively. They know where to get to. So even though they are undersized probably night in and night out, not knowing the rosters of every opponent that they've had, but they don't have a lot of height. You saw Jay Johnson. She found the right spot to get to. And that's a great lesson for anybody who wants to be a good rebounder. You don't need to be 6 foot. It helps. Boy, does it help if you're 6 foot. But as Kimball takes the 3 short, just finding the basketball, being in the right position, watching it. Watch what Kimball releases the ball and go to it. Sometimes you have to read, too. You can tell, okay, that shot's going to be a little to the left. It may be deflected off of the rim and end up on the left side of the court. That helps, too. Jay Johnson fouled again, and she'll go back to the line. Don't forget, Patriots fans, stick around after this game is complete. The Mitten. Chance to go to the championship game. Both Arlington teams, the defending champions here in the ACCA. Arlington women also winning the NCCAA championship last year. Had a great team last year, did the Arlington women. Rosalind Thorpe was a wonderful player, both basketball and volleyball. If she's out there, I'm going to give a shout out to her. I enjoyed watching her play last year. Kurtula. Hembra doubled up. It's swung over to Leib. Triggers the 3. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound West. Put back too strong. Morgan Hale gets the rebound, but it's poked away by Kimball. Kimball. Hembra. Nifty footwork. Too strong on the glass, though. Jay Johnson's there to clean it up. Gonzalez open 3. Yes. So 131 points for Arlington in the opening round game. Gonna dig into the archives here and see their totals for the year. I mentioned coming in, Arlington came in averaging 99 per ball game. They scored 100-plus points in each of their last 5 regular season games, as Hembra puts it in for 2. They were 4-1 in that stretch when they scored 100-plus over the last 5 regular season games. Unable to get the bucket, Tori Wise. Hembra, the rebound boy. Hembra has had to work so hard today. He's played so well as well for Emmaus. You tip your cap to that young lady. Kimball. 8 to shoot now. Here's Leib for 3. A rainbow shot. Can't go, and it hit the post, and that will be out of bounds. Tori Wise turns on the Jets, going coast to coast, and can't get the roll. Leib touched it last, out of bounds. Going to get a sub here for Emmaus. Allie Howard comes into the game. Marissa Kurtula will come out. Howard inbound it. And Hembra is whacked on the arm. That's the first on the Patriots and the third on Morgan Hale. As we near the midway point of the quarter, Hembra. Hembra hands it off to Kimball. Kimball, strong move to the bucket. Just can't get the shot to go as Emmaus has cooled off. Herrera drives in, dishes it out to Hale for 3. No. Rebound controlled by Leib, but she traveled with the basketball. Aaron Edmondson checking in for the Lady Eagles. Kimball will come out. So the 131 points scored by Arlington in their opening round victory was the most this season. They scored 130 on January 8th against Valley Forge. And they're up to 82 now. And now a steal by Gonzalez, who fires the 3 off the back of the rim. The ball tipped out. Last touch by Hale, so it'll be Emmaus basketball. Arlington also scored 124 against Barclay. They're on 82 right now. They have cooled off just a little bit here in this third quarter. And by just a little bit, I mean just a very little bit. Diamond Martinez has come on for Tori Wise. Smith also out there. So Martinez, Smith, Herrera, Gonzalez, and Hannah McGoy. That's the 5 on the court for the Patriots. Here's a steal. Nice pass, the extra pass from Gonzalez to Smith for 2. 84-46. It's a team that also averages 22.4 assists per ball game. To put that in perspective, as Smith comes up with the steal and glides in for the easy 2. We're going to get a timeout by Emmaus, and we'll step aside. 4:27 left to play here in the third quarter. It's all Arlington in semifinal number 2. Well, we've heard from a couple of Patriots fans. You can join the conversation on Twitter as well. Use that hashtag, or you can tweet at me. Either or will work. We'll read selected comments during today's broadcast. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you here at OCC in Joplin. Day 3 of the tournament, starting to wind down. It's looking like it's going to be Arlington and Hillsdale for the 3rd straight year. Hillsdale booked their trip to their 5th straight championship game. Savannah Peterson coming on for Emmaus. Peterson making her first appearance here in this tournament. And we'll go to the line. 42% free throw shooter. First one off the back of the rim. Another sub for Arlington. On for the first time is Lauren Fowler. Fowler, a freshman from Austin, making just her 8th appearance of the season. Trying to get the rebound, she does. So an immediate impact off the missed free throw for the freshman. That's the other thing that Cliff and Christy McDaniel have done so well at Arlington is they've retooled. They've brought in players. Extra effort, offensive rebound by Fowler. McGoy could not get the 3. Gonzalez chases it down. Smith. So players like Smith and Herrera, new additions. Gonzalez, also a freshman. It's the rich getting richer. Of course, and I talk about it every year. I remember the first year that I did a small college tournament. It was the first year that Arlington had all of those freshmen, the Jay Johnson, Hannah McGoy class, and I think it was Johnson, Hale, and McGoy are 3 of those seniors who have been here all 4 years. 3 of the 6, I think, that they started with that year that they reached the NCAA tournament, and I did that one in Ohio. So I've gotten to see the Patriots grow up. It's been fun to watch. Diamond Martinez comes in for Elaine Herrera. It's hard to think it's been 4 years since that tournament in Ohio. Seems like a blink of an eye. Patriots, first couple of years for that freshman class, they were able to get into these tournaments, but couldn't close the deal. Then last year they won both tournaments, and I know how good Hillsdale is, but Arlington has one of their 2 losses. Arlington defeated Hillsdale in the NCAA regionals, but they also lost to Hillsdale a couple of times by 3 and by 6. So if this holds where we're at right now, turnaround hook shot no good. Put back is good by Fowler. And it's 88-46. That's going to be a fun final, Arlington and Hillsdale. Howard hesitated, shot the 3, couldn't get it. Peterson, the offensive rebound. Edmondson now. Just to put this game in perspective, Emmaus had 30 at the end of the first quarter. Clean up by Howard as she scores 2. So they've had 18 points since then. Strong move to the bucket. Smith a little bit out of control. And Arlington's also cooled off a little bit. They've had just 14 points here in this quarter. We're going to get a timeout on the court, so we'll step aside. 2:22 left to go. Here in the semifinals, it's all Arlington. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. The inbound goes to Kimball, who's returned. So Kimball, Hembra, Leib, Pertula and West, the 5 on the floor for Emmaus now as the starters have returned. Missed shot, a scrum for the basketball, jump ball called, and the possession arrow favors Arlington. Gonzalez into the forecourt, guarded by Kimball. Gonzalez skies it for Smith. Smith splits the defense, lays it up, can't get the roll. Rebound controlled by Hembra. There's full court to West. In the corner, it's Leib. Leib for 3, yes. How about the job she's done today? It's in a losing effort, but Madison Leib has played so well. 20.2 points per ball game during the season, as that scoop shot's good for Martinez. And really brought her A game to the tournament, as she always does. She's just a sophomore too, so the Lady Eagles have a lot to build on. Full court pass on the steal by Gonzalez. Smith has to save it, looking for Martinez. Missed shot her a little bit. Kurtula comes up with the turnover. Kurtula over to West in the corner, up top to Leib. Hembra over to West. West for 3, grazes the rim, that's all. Fowler there with the rebound. Martinez. Tip pass out by Smith to Gonzalez. Swings it to Martinez up top, drives in. Shot blocked by Hembra. Good defense by Emmaus as Leib comes up with it. Leib looking to push, takes it left of the lane. The jumper, no good. Smith into the forecourt. Smith pull up right of the lane, off the back of the rim. Fowler the putback, gets it to go. Arlington up to 92 now. And Emmaus can hold for the final shot of the quarter here. Hand off to Leib. Leib at the buzzer, falling away, unable to get it to go. We played 4 quarters. Arlington in control, 92-51. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter after this. Ten minutes to go in the second semifinal. The winner will get Hillsdale. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you here in Joplin. The 2016 ACCA tournament enters the late stages. Just one more day tomorrow. Championship rematch between Arlington and Hillsdale, a strong probability. Meanwhile, Emmaus and Raymond playing for 3rd should be a fairly competitive game. Can't emphasize enough the Lady Eagles turnaround under Kyle Graw. If you haven't seen them play yet this year, Kyle Graw took over 3 seasons ago. They went 0-4 in their first season. Kimball, strong to the bucket, can't get it to go. They were 0-14 in Graw's first season, won 7 games last year. When they won a game last year, it was the first time in 2 seasons that they had won a game. And now this big turnaround here, thanks in part to Shelby Hembra, the freshman. Look at all of the starters. Everybody's a freshman or sophomore. Couple of subs in. Hope Brown returns, the junior from Alaska. She's on the court with Kurtula as well as Kimball, Edmondson, and let's see who else. Hembra's out there. Meanwhile, the 5 for Arlington, it's Smith as well as Fowler, Gonzalez, McGoy, and Martinez. Here's Hembra. Hembra off the glass. McGoy in the corner, up top Martinez. This is Gonzalez, triggers the 3, yes. So Arlington's pulled back a little bit. A lot of their starters are gone, so it doesn't look like they'll match that 131-point output that they had in the opening round. But they're going to win their 20th game of the year. Don't forget, Patriots fans, about 10 minutes after this is done, or at 8:15, it's our nightcap between Dallas and Arlington on the men's side. Winner of that game will play against Hillsdale in the final. Edmondson gets it out to Brown. Hembra. There's Kurtula. Brown. Strong move by Hembra, can't get it to go though. And here comes Arlington in transition. Into the corner, McGoy for 3, got it to go. Arlington approaching the century mark here with 7:27 to go in the game. Kimball. That's Brown. Hembra swings it over in the corner. Catch and shoot 3 by Edmondson, no good. Hannah McGoy into the forecourt now. Gonzalez thought about it. Instead to McGoy. Back to Gonzalez from way downtown. Yes! As Arlington breaks the 100-point mark. This is an Emmaus team, just to let you know what kind of defense they have. They allowed an average of 54.5 points per ball game. Looks like they're going to play Rama in the third place game. That'll be a rematch. Earlier this season, Emmaus beat Rama by 14. We have a foul called. 3 subs on. Leib returns. Savannah Peterson also out there, and Allie Howard. Hope Brown stays on the court, as does Edmondson. Leib, guarded by Martinez. Leib fakes out Martinez, can't get the 3. Tip for the rebound. Smith comes up with it. Smith able to chase it down. Gives it to Martinez, top of the key, Gonzalez. Here's Smith. Gonzalez out near midcourt. Plenty of time to shoot for Arlington. Could probably just shut off the shot clock when they play. Is driving strong to the bucket. Gonzalez flips it up and in. Three ball on the far side, no good for Edmondson. Martinez throws full court to Smith. Martinez, top of the key. Over in the corner, McGoy for 3, yes. Arlington now doubling up Emmaus, 106-53. Edmondson. Hope Brown can't get it to go, and that'll go out of bounds. Back to the Patriots. So Arlington and Hillsdale again. I mentioned the regular season meetings. Hillsdale won both, 83-80 on December 4th, 107-101 on February the 8th. But then Arlington won by 8, 95-87 in the NCCAA regional final. So can Arlington make it 2 in a row against Hillsdale? In more ways than one, not only 2 in a row this season, but 2 in a row in championship opportunities here in the ACCA. Hillsdale won a three-peat. Then the Patriots ended that run last year, winning the championship. Leib fires the three, can't bank it in, rebound by Gonzalez. Nearing the 4-minute mark here in this fourth and final quarter. The bench is getting ready to empty a little bit as Fowler gets the pass and scores. Inside 4 minutes to go. Edmondson. Brown fires from three off the back of the rim. Rebound by McGoy. Throws full court. Smith into the lane. Smith draws the foul. So free throws to come. That's the first on Emmaus here in this quarter, and the first on Peterson. Arlington with 2 team fouls already here in the quarter. A host of subs getting set to come on. For Arlington, it will be Ashlyn Reyna coming on, and Ashley Perkins. More body shuffling in and out for Emmaus, too. We'll set their 5 here in a moment. Free throw no good. Offensive rebound by Fowler. And Fowler threw it away for Emmaus. Peterson on the court with Edmondson, Kurtula. Tiffany Hendricks making an appearance for the first time. Hope Brown still out there, and I think I got everybody. There's a steal by Smith. Smith, coast to coast, can't get the roll. Rebound controlled by Martinez. Perkins can't get it to go. This is Smith again with another offensive rebound. Martinez will run some clock here. Smith. This is Perkins kicking it out. Reyna, 5 to shoot now. Pull up by Smith, no good. Rebound controlled by Peterson for the Eagles. Kurtula. Brown bounce passes it out. 3 by Hendricks, too strong. So Patriots basketball, Arlington approaching a 20-5 record and a 3rd straight finals appearance here in the ACCA. Into the forecourt, Kurtula. Edmondson. Floats it up, no. Got the offensive rebound. Peterson got the bucket. Savannah Peterson for 2. Shot no good there. Rebound controlled by Edmondson. So both teams' benches are empty. Inside 2 minutes to go. Edmondson drives in. Kurtula. 7 to shoot now. That pass deflected, taken away by Smith, who has played the bulk of this second half as she lays it up and in. Arlington back to doubling up. Hillsdale 114 to 57. Again at 8:15, it's Dallas Christian and Arlington. The men's side of things for a chance to meet Hillsdale in the championship. Looks like Perkins will turn it over here, so Emmaus gets the basketball back. Inside a minute to go now. And we're going to get a foul called here. Very few fouls, obviously, in this kind of a game. So that's just the second on Emmaus. Kurtula. 3 ball, no good by Hendricks. Here's Martinez. Shot clock 3-second difference, so Fowler will have to shoot. And now the Patriots can run it out. So Arlington 114 to 57 is how this one's going to wind up. And the Patriots win their 20th. Emmaus falls to 23-6. They'll go to the third place game as the clock strikes 0. What a performance by the Patriots. As we take a look at the updated bracket, there's the way it will play out. Hillsdale and Arlington for the championship. That'll be tomorrow at 4. And then Emmaus will take on Rama, and that will be at 12:15. Folks, thanks for watching. If you're an Arlington fan, come on back. At 8:15, we'll have the men's game against Dallas.